Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Jack and today's class is a special shoulder strengthening and mobilizing class. A little bit different than our other shoulder opening classes because we build strength and range in active range of motion positions, as well as do some passive stretchings with the shoulders and hips. So a nice combination of both, and this should leave your thoracic spine, your shoulder girdle, your neck, and your hips feeling really nice. So enjoy this practice and I'll see you on the mat soon. So we're gonna open the shoulders a little bit from here. So I want you to begin by reaching both hands high to the sky, wrapping the pinky fingers in, and then bend the right elbow, reach the right fingertips down the back, take your left hand to your right elbow. Good, continue to reach the hand down the back. Now make a fist with the right hand. Reach the left hand now off to the left, face the thumb down. Bend the left elbow and crawl that hand up the back. So for this first round, I want you to bring both hands into fists. Even if you can touch the hands together, make fists and reach the knuckles towards one another. Draw your head back a little bit and sit up nice and tall. So right now, you're creating an active strengthening position in a range of motion. So the shoulders are stretching, but you're also strengthening them as you reach the fists towards one another. Good, now undo that. Let's switch sides. So reach both hands high to the sky. Bend the left elbow, try to itch the upper back, and then take your right hand to your left elbow and really draw the elbow in. Make a fist with your left hand. Reach the right hand off to the right, face the thumb down, bend the right elbow, and crawl the hand up the back. Now remember, just like before, you're making fists with the hands and you're reaching the knuckles towards one another. Now it's completely normal if you feel that one side is a little tighter or kind of more awkward than the other side. So do your best to just reach the knuckles towards one another. Take the head back into your left forearm. So right now we're not using any leverage of interlacing the hands or using a strap quite yet, but you're just building strength in this flexibility space. Good, undo that, take the hands to the knees. I want you to inhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, draw the shoulders back and down. Nice. Now grab your strap or your sock or whatever you're using, your belt. Hold one side of it, reach the right hand high to the sky once again. And then bend the right elbow and reach the hand down the back once again. Now, I want you to take your left hand up the back, but this time hold on to the strap that's hanging there and crawl the hands towards one another. Get the hands as close as you can. Now, some of you might actually be able to interlace the hands, and if you can do that, do that. But remember, right elbow up, lower ribs slightly in. Now I want you to find a slight side bend. Reach the right elbow up and over to the left. Relax your face. Take 2 more breaths. Good. From here, bring your spine back to neutral. Keep the strap in your bottom left hand, and then you're just gonna switch sides. So you're gonna reach the left hand with your strap up to the sky, bend the left elbow, reach the hand down the back. Now bend your right elbow, crawl the hand up the back, and get the hands as close as you can towards one another without doing anything too wonky with the spine. Lift the head up a little bit, press that head, or press your head, into the left forearm. Pull the lower ribs in, most importantly, breathe. Now just like before, side bend up and over towards your right. And give it 3 breaths. Full, complete breaths. Very good. Come back to center, undo it, and just set the strap off to the side. Very good. So one last little thing with the neck and the shoulders before we move forward. Reach the right hand out to the right, face the palm out. Take your left hand to the right side of the head and just gently encourage left ear towards left shoulder. Now simultaneously, begin to let your right fingers melt or float down towards the floor until they just very softly graze the mat. Good. Once the fingers are touching the floor, bring the chin forward a bit, turn the chin down towards the left shoulder and move the hand more towards the back side of the head. Now make a fist with your right hand and bring that fist open on the back. Breathe here. Let the eyes become really soft. Good. Come up and out of that pose. Take a moment to just close the eyes and feel how that connected with your body. Good. Reach the left hand out to the left. Face the palm out. Take right ear towards right shoulder. Right hand to left side of the head. Now you're very gently and lovingly encouraging a little bit of length with the right hand as you very slowly let the left fingers begin to float down towards the floor. You might notice that one side is just much tighter than the other side. Tends to be if you sleep on your side or if you're dominant on one side. Good. Now as you sit up nice and tall and as the fingers graze the mat, make a fist now. Bring the fist on the back, turn the chin down towards the right shoulder and move the hand more towards the back left side of the head. Take a few deep breaths here. Very nice, and come all the way up. Take the hands onto the knees. Now before we move forward, one more inhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, draw the shoulders back and down. Very nice. Let's roll forward into a tabletop pose. So shoulders over your wrists, hips are over your knees. Because we're focusing a lot on binds today, and that just is going to bring a lot of the forearms and the shoulders into the picture today. So I want you to turn the left fingertips back towards your left knee and open the left forearm forward. If you want more sensation, send your hips back. If you want less sensation, send the hips a little bit forward, but make sure the fingers are spreading. Give it 2 more breaths. Very nice. Turn the left fingers forward. Turn the right fingers back towards the right knee. Now as you open the right forearm, either send the hips back and create a little bit more stretch in the forearm and the wrist, or bring your shoulders a little bit forward. But drive both palms down to the floor. Give it 2 more deep breaths. Very nice. Face the right fingers forward. Now inhale, cow pose. Broaden the chest forward, stick the butt out. Exhale, cat pose, round. Press through the palms. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose, round. Feel the upper back broad. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, flat, neutral spine. Good. Reach the right hand high to the sky. Pause here. Exaggerate opening. So as you drive the left hand down, reach the right hand higher. And then on your exhale, thread the right arm all the way through. Let the shoulder and the side of the head come down. Nice. Now you can crawl the left hand forward, or you can reach the left hand high and bring the left palm open on the back or towards the right hip crease. If you don't usually do that, maybe today just give it a little bit of a try because it's a half bind and it's going to help you down the road. And some of the poses that we'll be practicing. Take 2 more deep breaths. Good. Take the left hand down to the mat. Press yourself back up. Tabletop pose. Inhale, cow pose. Stick the butt out, broaden the shoulders. Exhale, cat pose, round in. Inhaling, cow pose. Exhale, flat neutral spine. Good. Reach the left hand high, spread the fingers, root the right hand down. On your exhale, thread your left arm all the way through. Let the shoulder and the side of the head rest. So just like before, either crawl the right hand forward or reach the right hand high, bend the elbow, and take the hand towards the left hip crease or just open on the back. But wherever you are, you're twisting and opening. You're breathing into the front of the right shoulder. You're feeling expansive. You're trying to send the hips a little bit more towards the left because the hips are definitely going to want to try to bump off to the right, and to some extent that's okay. Good. Take your right hand down to the mat. Press yourself back up, tabletop pose. Walk your hands about an inch forward, tuck the toes, and press back, downward facing dog. Now as you come into your downward facing dog, I just want you to pedal the heels out a little bit today. Send one heel down and the other heel down. Drive the finger pads and the knuckles down in your downward facing dog. And then a few times together, let's inhale, come forward into a plank pose. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose, come forward, lift your head. Exhale, downward facing dog, press back. Inhale, plank pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now this time, inhale, reach the right leg high to the sky, bend your knee, and open your hip. Now you can circle the knee or you could circle the ankle, but drive the hands really firmly into the mat. Stretch the right leg long, inhale. Exhale, step the right foot in between the thumbs. Ground the left knee down to the mat. Rise up, half crescent lunge. Sweep the hands above the head towards the sky. Good, so we're gonna continue to open the shoulders a little bit. Face the palms forward. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, cactus the arms and open the chest. Good, now make fists. Inhale, broaden the elbows back. Exhale, squeeze the forearms together, pinky sides of the hands together. Inhale, open up wide. Exhale, squeeze the forearms together. Good, inhale, open. From here, exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Keep the elbows a little bent. Now squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. From there, reach the knuckles down and lift the chest up to the sky. Give it a few more deep breaths as you sit lower into your lunge. Good, take your hands down to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into a plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, cobra pose. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now take a moment here. Lift a little bit higher than you usually would. And then I just want you to roll your neck out. Move your head in a really organic way, in a way that feels good and appropriate for your body. Nice, and then on your exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg high. Bend your left knee and open your hip. Feel free to circle your ankle or your knee, but just move in a way that feels appropriate for your body today. Good, stretch the left leg long, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands, bring the right knee down. Inhale, sweep the hands above the head towards the sky. Good, like before, exhale, cactus the arms. Now make fists, big inhale. Exhale, squeeze the forearms together in front of the face. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Inhale, open. This time, exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Bend your elbows to begin. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Try to rip your hands apart as you reach the hands back and down. Lift the chest up to the sky. 2 more deep breaths. Sit a little bit lower. Good. Take your hands down. This time, step forward to the top of the mat. Let's inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. So bring your feet a little bit wider than hips distance. Bend your knees a bit and grab opposite elbows. And just dangle here in ragdoll. Let yourself sway side to side. Let the head be really heavy. Good, let the hands come down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way above the head. Exhale, hands through heart center, arms by the sides. Good. 2 basic lunging salutations. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back. Bring the knee down. Inhale, reach the hands high. Exhale, hands down. Come back into downward facing dog first. Plank pose, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog or cobra, use your legs. Downward facing dog, exhale. Let's take a big inhale into the belly. Open mouth, exhale, release. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Bring the left knee down. Inhale, reach the hands high. Exhale, hands down. Step forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands above the head. Exhale, right into your forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, knee down. Inhale, reach the hands above the head. Exhale, hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Plank pose, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog or cobra, use your legs. Downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Press the floor away. One more breath. Good, left leg high, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands, right knee down. Inhale, sweep the hands above the head. Exhale, hands down, step forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands above the head. Exhale, hands through heart center, arms by the sides. Good, so I'm gonna adjust my mic really quick for our next little thing. So from here, I want you to step the feet a little bit wider. So your toes actually face off the mat, but your heels remain on the mat. Now inhale, reach the hands above the head. Exhale, sit low, bend the knees, and come into Malasana. Inhale, broaden the knees and the shoulders. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold. Good, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands above the head. Exhale, hands through heart center, arms by the sides. Good, turn the toes out. One more time, inhale, reach to the sky, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, stick the butt out as you sink the hips low. Inhale, broaden the knees and the shoulders. Exhale, straighten the legs. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back, downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a massive inhale. Open mouth, exhale, release. Good. Inhale, reach your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand and bring your left knee down. So from here, I want you to take your right hand behind your right ankle, so at the inside line of the leg. Now drop onto the left forearm if you have the flexibility. Press the right ankle forward with the hand. Stick the butt up and out a little bit and see if you could work the shoulder under the knee to the best of your ability. You might not be going super deep, and that's totally fine. Just do your best and then step the right hand a little bit off to the right. See if you can tuck the tailbone under a bit and sink the hips lower. Give it a few more deep breaths. Very nice. Now undo that, plant the palms, and just simply step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Bring the right knee down. So just like before, right forearm down, take left hand behind your left ankle, press the ankle forward and work the shoulder under the knee as much as you can. Maybe sink the hips a little forward. And then finally step the left hand a little bit off to the left. So your left arm or shoulder is under the knee. 2 more deep breaths. Very nice. Now undo that, plant the palms, and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into a plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or a cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, reach the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Bring the left heel down and in and rise up. Warrior 2. So you have heel to arch alignment. You're sitting low into your front knee. Interlace the hands behind your back in Warrior 2 and draw the shoulder blades back and down. Pause here. Make sure you're still sitting low in your front knee. Now you're gonna take your left hand to your right thigh using your right hand. So you have to bend the elbows and then see if you could wrap the left hand on top of the thigh. Take the right forearm to the right thigh. So you're in a half bound, extended side angle. Now with the left hand either open on the back or towards the right thigh, turn the left shoulder open towards the sky. If you want to take the right hand down to the floor, that's always an option. Drive down through the left heel. Give it 2 more breaths. Very nice. Now undo it. Inhale, rise up. Warrior 2. Straighten the right leg. Turn the toes in. Take your hands to your hips. Inhale, broaden the chest. Lift the heart to the sky. Exhale, bow forward. Take your hands down and let your head be heavy. Rock a little bit of weight forward into the balls of the toes and just play around with opening into the legs. Nice. Now come up onto the fingertips. Inhale, halfway lift. Turn the left toes to a 45-degree angle. Bend into your left knee, so towards the back of the mat. Now you're gonna either stay here or sink the hips down and roll the right toes up towards the sky. Step your left arm off to the left if the hips are down. Reach the right hand high. Bend the right elbow, bring the right palm open on the back. Maybe even wrap your left arm around and just reach the fists towards one another, or your hands might even actually be able to interlace. But wherever you are, just take it at your own pace. My hands are not interlaced, by the way. Good, bring your hands down wherever you are. Inhale, straighten the legs, turn the toes in, halfway lift. Exhale, lunge forward, plant the palms, step back, downward facing dog. So inhale, reach the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot in between the thumbs, ground your right heel, rise up, warrior two on the other side. Nice. Now sit nice and low. Interlace the hands behind your back. So same thing on this side. Draw the shoulder blades back and down. And then go ahead and bend your elbows and take your right hand to the top of the left thigh, if you can get it there. Otherwise, it's just open on the back. Take left forearm to left thigh, or the hand down to the floor, either at the inside or the outside of the foot. Now, the last little step here is to tuck the tailbone under and peel the right shoulder open. Turn the chest open towards the ceiling. Give it a few more full and complete breaths. And feel that opening in the front of the right shoulder. Very nice. Undo that. Let's inhale, rise all the way up, straighten the left leg, turn the toes in. Interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades back and down. Exhale, bow forward. Let your head be heavy and just relax. Maybe rock a little bit of weight forward as you try to rip your arms apart. 2 more deep breaths. Good, bring your hands all the way down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Turn your right toes out to a 45-degree angle. Bend into your right knee, just like we did on the other side. Now, if you're there, sink the hips low and roll the left toes up towards the sky. Step the right hand out towards the right and reach the left hand high. This is all optional. Bring the left palm open on the back. Wrap your right arm around and see if you can interlace your fingers. Broaden the chest and the shoulders and take a few more deep breaths. Feel the power in your legs. Good, take your hands down. Inhale, straighten the legs, turn the toes in, halfway lift. Exhale, lunge forward, plant the palms. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Child's pose. Drop the knees, sits bones to the heels, forehead to the mat. Stay in child's pose with the forehead down and just take a few really soothing, deep breaths. Checking in with your body and how you're, naturally a little bit more open. The shoulders definitely feel a little bit more open. 3 more of the slowest, deepest breaths you've taken so far. Very nice. Good. From here, I want you to rise up into tabletop pose. So plant the palms. Exhale, tuck the toes, and press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, pigeon pose. Take the outer right shin to the mat. Now listen carefully. Drive the right shin down. Slide the legs in a little bit so that you can lift up into this upright position. If you're here, stay here. If you have the ability, Reach the left hand and the right hand high to the sky. Interlace the fingers and open the palms up towards the ceiling. And reach up and back, up and back. Feel that the outer shoulders are wrapping forward. The inner shoulders are softening. Good, and then on your exhale, go ahead and forward fold. Relax. Drop the forearms down. Maybe walk the hands a little bit further. And just let your head be heavy. Try to just melt into the floor and feel the kind of buzzing energy in all of those muscles that we've been spending a lot of time in opening. Give it 3 more breaths. Very nice. Come back up onto your palms. Tuck your left toes. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Shake the leg out a little bit. And then take the right foot down to the mat. Inhale, reach the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, come forward into a pigeon pose. Good, just like before, drive the left shin down to lift your hips up and back. So this is the back bend variation. Reach the hands high, interlace the fingers, and open the palms up towards the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Good, and then on your exhale, go ahead and relax, forward fold, hinge at your hips, and try to let go of any unnecessary tension or stress. Just enjoy the process of breathing and opening. Three more deep breaths. Nice, and then on your next inhale, come back up onto your palms, tuck the right toes. 3-legged dog, reach the left leg high, bend the knee, open the hip, shake the leg out, and then take your left foot down to the mat. Inhale, come forward into a plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop the knees down to the mat, and I just want you to come to sit on your butt. So we're gonna spend a little bit more time opening up into the hips and the side body. So go ahead and take your right shin into a 90-degree angle, right knee into a 90-degree angle. Stack your left shin right on top. Now, if this is too much for your body, just cross your legs. Lean to your left now. Take the left hand off to the left, press the palm down, reach the right arm by the ear. Now bend the left elbow a little bit. Begin to really fan out through the right rib cage. Bend the right elbow and take the hand to the left side of the head. And really let the head be heavy. Two more deep breaths. Very nice. Inhale, come all the way up. And I simply want you to switch sides. So switch the shin that's on top or in front. Flex the feet. Step the right hand off to the right. So you're going to feel that the right ankle is heavying down into the left thigh. That's a good thing. Reach the left arm by the ear. Now as you bend the right elbow, really fan out through the left rib cage. Reach. And then bend your left elbow and take the hand to the right side of the head. Take the head back a little bit. And slow the breath down. 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Very nice. And let's go ahead and scoot ourselves forward and lie down onto the back. So roll all the way down onto your back, taking your time to get there. I'm just adjusting this. And then once you're there, bring the feet to plant down onto the floor. Good. Once the feet are planted, we're going to do a little bit of back bending just to continue to get into the shoulders. So root the lower back down into the floor. Press the feet down, lift your hips, but reach the flesh of your glutes to that space in between your knees. Now, lean to the left, take the right shoulder and wrap it under the back. Lean to the right, wrap the left shoulder under. See if you can interlace your fingers now. Do any adjustments that you need to. Now, as you press the arms down and squeeze the shoulder blades down the back, feel that the glutes are reaching towards the inner knees, chin away from chest. Take 3 more breaths and really build this pose out, especially in the chest. Breathe into the expanse of your ribs. Good, and then exhale, relax all the way down. Untuck the shoulders. Walk the feet a little bit further apart and let your knees just cave in towards one another and take a constructive rest. So in a moment, we're gonna do another back bend, but I just want you to check in with your body really quick. Notice how you're doing, how you're feeling. Slow down the breath. Good. Let's come into that second and final back bend. So either bridge, what we just did a second ago, or wheel pose. Bring your feet hips distance apart. Lift your hips up. Either plant the hands by the sides of the head or interlace the hands under the back. If you're coming into wheel, lift to the top of the head. Pull your elbows in and then drive through the hands and send your chest back. Feel that the shoulder blades are wrapping around the sides of the body. Press through the hands with all of your strength. Wherever you are, give it 3 more breaths. Good, and then exhale, come all the way down. Very nice. This time bring the bottoms of the feet together and reach the arms out wide. And we're just gonna take a few deep breaths to tune into all this really important work that we've been doing for the body, especially in the torso. Good, take a big inhale. Open mouth, exhale, release. Very nice. Nice. From here, plant the feet down to the floor. Wrap the left leg over the right leg so the inner thighs are together. Draw your knees up and let your knees fall to the right. Take the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Reach the left arm to the left and come into a big supine twist. As you breathe here, breathe along the torso. Most of the work we've been doing today, other than, the stuff in the legs, has been really focused on creating more mobility in the thoracic spine, so in your rib cage, as well as the shoulder girdle. And we found that mobility not only through just passive stretching, but also a little bit of active range of motion, strengthening. Take a big inhale. Open mouth, release. Good, come back to center. Unwind the legs and you're gonna switch sides. So from here, cross the right leg over the left leg, and then let's go ahead and draw the knees up and let your knees fall to the left as you reach the right arm off to the right. So close the eyes for a moment and just focus the breathing right into the upper back and the neck, the chest and the ribs. You can always do any open mouth exhales if that feels nice for the body. Good, inhale, come back to center. Unwind the legs, and last but not least, before Shavasana, come into Happy Baby's pose. Grab onto the inner heels or the pinky toe sides of the feet and just rock around, be a little baby. Experience this pose in a really kind of curious and light-hearted way. Nice, and then as you feel ready, hug the knees into the chest, round the forehead to your knees, squeeze the air out of the lungs, and stretch out into your final Shavasana. So really take up some room. And as you stay on your back, I'm just going to sit all the way up so that I can guide you through the rest of class. So relax. Feel that the head, the neck, the shoulders is heavy and soft. We often don't realize it, but we hold quite a bit of unconscious tension in the shoulders and the torso and the chest and the belly due to not just the physical strain of life, but also to the mental, emotional strain. When we're stressed, when we have anxiousness or anxiety, tension. So the more that we spend in working that stuff out of the body, the more that we can also kind of release those mental, emotional aspects of our experience as well. But it now is all about just release. So let's find 3 more breaths together. Big inhale. Open mouth exhale, let all of the air go. Deep inhale. Open mouth exhale, release. One more, inhale and release. Very nice. So stay in Shavasana as long as you would like. I'm going to leave a little bit of time for you to just rest with some nice music, and I will see you on the mat next time. Oh yeah, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure that if you feel inclined to send me a Venmo to keep this channel alive, I definitely appreciate it, and all that will be in the next screen. Have a wonderful rest of your rest. Namaste.